I might have just thrown that 22 cents down the toilet.
Yes, that 22 cents is mine now. But it looks like we are now going live. This is going to be How Copy versus Energy Gaming in your lower bracket round of 8 open playoffs right here. And we have Energy Gaming on T side starting things out. CT side is Counter Terrorist of How Copy. They really got to stand up big here. And you already locked your vote in. You said How Copy's going to take it, and it looks like Energy is setting up onto Catwalk. All 5 players pushing the Catwalk right now. Going to get out into the playground, drop into CT spawn. Lumberjack is able to take down Jimmy. Turtle gets a nice shot on Fruit Cup. Here comes the rotate from the CT. Sneaky, Aid, and Sue left alive. Bomb is about to go down. Planted in the A-bomb site. Finally, a kill for your CT team. Turtle falls victim there. Sneaky picking up one right there. So Sneaky and Aid both getting kills. CT's pushing their way to the bomb site. And Mori and Asani both getting it. Now it's a 2 versus 1. Aid makes it a 1 versus 1. Has to try and clutch this right here. Get this kill. Doesn't know where the bomb is. Now he does. Gonna go for the defuse.
Does have a kit. Oh, man.
Tried to fake, but it didn't work. Lumberjack, too good right now. Aid with the 3K and a 2K for Lumberjack on the other side.
I like that start by Energy Gaming. They basically, came out and started slow. They didn't want to, push the action, get, caught into the, the long distance crosshairs of the CT. So they grouped up at the top of mid, and, by the time they were running all the way up cat, they were basically able to just put multiple guns on the individual counter-terrorists that were there to stop them. So it was a great show of team play, and also, I think a solid, just retake showing for How Copy. I mean, obviously you don't want to give up any rounds, especially the pistol round, but that was not an ugly round for either team.
No, definitely. A good round there. They brought it very close. That was brought down to a 1 versus 1. Ended up getting won by Lumberjack right there, and they're just playing a nice slow anti-eco right now on round 2. Turtle picks up a kill. Also Asani both got one for their team, playing very slow. Still really haven't done anything off these picks they've made, waiting to see if they can catch another push. Not coming at them, so now they're going to commit to the A bomb side. It looks like a 3-2 split, your standard split for A. Only one player there defending. That's Sneaky. Sneaky gets one, takes a gun out of the hand of Lumberjack. He's going to try and peek out. He gets a second kill. Now he's getting pushed very hard. Turtle down to 6 HP. Finally mops up there with the Galil, and here comes the plant in A. It's only going to be one player left alive. That is going to be Sue, and he is going to try and do everything he can with that 5-7. He's going to meet and Asani right there. Asani takes him down. 2 rounds for Energy Gaming.
Once again, I really like where Energy Gaming's head is at, just strategically. I think that really is the best way to play an anti-eco round. They knew they had the gun advantage, and when you have gun advantages CTs, they tend to push. They tend to try to make some weirdness happen, because when weirdness happens, ecos happen. But they made sure to basically keep their guns out the entire round, as far as I saw. Like, no one was ever peeking with a nade out, which is exactly what you want to do. They had their powerful guns peeking, to do the damage. And I think they did lose an AK in that exchange, but it was picked up by a player, who only had a pistol. So, another good round, although it was against pistols, for Energy.
Round 3 is underway. It's another slow play here. Anti-eco. Only 2 CTs left alive as your terrorist team is working their way up into the A bomb site. Crossing ramp now. Both CTs already on top of it. Looking to try and steal a kill at the end of that is it's your boy Sue. Not able to. And first 3 rounds go to Energy, and we are in to buy rounds.
Another thing we saw, in tandem with the strategies that they were using is, thus far just straight up aiming superiority from Energy Gaming. And, a lot of it has to do with firepower and positioning and things like that. But, so far, with the exception of, well, Aid and Sneaky, who are the only ones who have kills, we really haven't seen, much out of the supporting cast on the CT team. So hopefully with guns, they can, turn up the volume a little bit. Because, they have to, or else they're just going to start hemorrhaging rounds really fast, and Energy Gaming doesn't look like they're going to be slipping up.
No, looking like they're setting up to see if they can get any pushes from the long players here. No pushes yet. Looking like it might have been a set for long A. Not going to commit to it gonna go back into the mid and see if they can catch somebody, probably the mid player or cat guy, getting a little greedy. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen here, but Energy Gaming playing very slow here. 2 players decided not to upgrade, and you think that's gonna hurt them later?
Yes and no. I think it. We're very okay. The round is pretty much underway. I can talk about that in between rounds. Frags have already gone out, and the CTs now. Well, no, they've tied up the mankind. Actually, no. As soon as I said that, there you go. Energy Gaming, making it a 3-on-2.
And the commitment is going to be to the B bomb site here. 1 player already inside. He gets taken down. Fruit Cup is able to get him as he made a greedy peek into the window. So now on the flank, Turtle, he really needs to pick that kill up. Not able to make it happen. And 1 player left alive. That's your number 7, Mori. And I'm going to lag right as the action starts. Buddy gets the kill. And now it's a 1 versus 1. We have 25 seconds left on the clock. Bomb is in Mori's hands. He's going against Aid. Let's snap over to Aid's perspective and see how he tries to play this out with his M4A4 X-Ray. And this is going to be tense here. No fake. Not going to try and sell it. Just full commit. Gets the plan off. And sprayed through the box.
Right through the box.
Aid got the headshot there. There was a plant, so Energy Gaming is not completely lost on that round. But first round will go to How Copy. Score is 3-1.
To go back in time and answer your question, I was really about to say no. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Just based on the team play and the accuracy that they displayed in the first rounds. But clearly the firepower nearly made the difference. It came down to a 1-on-1. So maybe any one of those players who had an AK could have made the difference there. Really. So I guess I didn't say it, but I would have been standing corrected. I don't know how to phrase that, but. I would have eaten my words.
We are now into round 5 here. Looks like 3 over terrorists. This seems to be a set thing that they have going here for Energy Gaming. They stack at least 3 players outside of the long bomb site, and they just kind of, or outside of long A, excuse me, outside of house at long A. They stack 3 players there, kind of wait, see if they can get a push from long, and then rotate their way into mid. And they're setting up for what should be a mid to be here with the bomb sitting at the outside of the tunnel, just kind of waiting. And I really wouldn't expect anything less than a mid to be here later.
No, I agree. And this was also the first round that they've sent players directly to the B tunnels and not had them kind of work there later in the round. So clearly they have the intentions. They're flashing over mid now. I'll let you take over.
Looks like the smoke is going to be on CT spawn. Lumberjack trying to work his way in. The calls have been made. They know it's going to be a B take here. Sue not able to collect the kill there on Lumberjack. Jimmy in the sight, grabs 2, defending well for his team. Finally falls victim at the end of that, and Lumberjack takes him down. Aid quickly to the rescue to get the trade. No bomb plant yet, and Asani with a beautiful shot there. It's going to be a 1 versus 2. We're going to try and get over to Asani's perspective. Got it up. Gets 1 kill. Now it's a 1 versus 1 once again. This is just like the last round with 2 different players. Fruit Cup versus Asani. Asani's got a 2K on the round. Fruit Cup no kills yet. Asani's got the op. Peeks out a little too far to look into the window. Fruit Cup collects the headshot, and that is going to be a second round for Counter Terrorist. Score is 3-2.
I was actually pretty confident that Asani would pick up that round as well, because the main advantage that Asani had, during that engagement was that he knew where Fruit Cup was. Fruit Cup had gotten a kill from around the double doors area, so he knew he wasn't going to be coming from, or Asani knew that Fruit Cup was not going to be coming from tunnels, and that he had limited options. I would have liked to have seen him maybe make a gamble slightly early on in the 1v1 and position himself where he can only be shot at from window or by door. By lodging himself in the corner, he basically set himself up to get tricked. And so, next time if he tightens that up, I think he could win that one-on-one.
Yeah, these are very, very close rounds here. Going down to 1 versus 1 right now. We are completely even. 3 versus 3. About to be 3 versus 2 as MJX lurks the tunnels, able to pick up that frag. And it seems Energy's problem is not being able to get their entries into the bomb site. It's being able to hold it after the plant happens. The retake from your counter-terrorist team of How Copy is very good. As you're seeing here, Fruit Cup gets 1 back into a 1 versus 1. Let's take it from Sneaky's perspective. MKJ, or MS XJ, excuse me, last one left for his team. He does collect the kill at the end of that, and Energy finally wins a 1 versus 1 clutch situation, so score is 4-2.
That was, another situation where MXJ was able to pick up the kill, even though he didn't know where the CT was, because the CT made a step right before peeking him. A lot of times people underestimate the importance of just general information and how important having information over your enemy can be. And, that's 2 rounds in a row. I mean, one was for each team, but 2 rounds in a row that could have been picked up by the other team had they just played it, a little more slowly, or, just a little more with their head, and, gathering the information that they have and making educated guesses based on it, not just trying to roll the dice on a frag.
And Energy starting off their 7th round, waiting very slow. They're doing the same thing almost every round, just waiting at long to see if they're going to get the eco. It is an eco round here for your CT team, but they're not able to collect any kills early on as that slow play goes. So they're going to push through long. A minute and about 10 seconds left. Sitting there in the smoke is Aid, who's going to pick up 2 kills. Going to go for another one. Lumberjack trying to take him down, spraying through the smoke. It's your boy Sue. Asani picks up 2 before he falls victim at the end. MXJ on the flank cleans that up. So now it's a 2 versus 2, 2v1 here. Lumberjack gonna try and take down Sneaky, and he does. That's a 2k for him, a 2k for Asani, and Aid out of the smoke with the pistol on ramp grabs 2 himself. 5-2 in favor of Energy.
Aid did a great job that round of using that smoke to his advantage. That long smoke has basically been a staple of Counter-Strike ever since basically since the inception of Counter-Strike and strats and things like that. But that smoke is really easy for rotating CTs to lurk in and to steal frags through, or to kind of hop out, take a frag, and hop back in. It's really dangerous as a terrorist trying to take the site, having that smoke, which is why you see a lot of, like main and invite level or professional level teams throwing their smoke deeper towards like the CT spawn arch, so that way you could see the players that are lurking that far, and there's no risk of having a player getting up right in your face, just like Aid did.
Asani opens up the round with a frag through the door there on Jimmy. They're going to push Cat. Waiting for him is Sneaky on the ramp with that silenced USP, and Mori just uses that Galil so well there to take Fruit Cup's head off. Picking up 1, picking up 2 is Sue once again. Here comes the rotate. It's going to be a 1 versus 1. Take it from the T perspective now, as Lumberjack it's Lumberjack again in the clutch situation. Almost gets peeked right there. Almost gets killed from the peak, I should say. Goes for the true plant this time. Sticks it. And now we have Aid peeking out. Can't get enough damage off. 22 to Aid. He is able to collect the headshot at the end. And that is going to be a 3rd round for your counter-terrorist team. And Energy Gaming is losing big 1 versus 1 battles.
Right. I think we've seen... Actually, I think thus far we've seen 4 1v1 rounds, right? The first round, this round, and there was 2 in between. 1 for each team. Which is, super high already. We're 8 rounds in the game, and half of them have resulted in a one-on-one, which is, that's crazy enough as it is. But, the fact that... Well, also, that was an eco, mind you. That was an eco round for the CTs. They had saved that round, so that was an eco 1v1 win, which is even more impressive for how Copy. I mean, I don't know. They just have to tighten up their takes, or, making sure they're locking down their flanks as well.
Here comes a take attempt from Energy Gaming. Worked their way into B. They have got a hold of it. Now, Lumberjack trying to get kills. There's players in window. Can't connect with enough damage. Bomb is going to be planted. You're looking at a 3 versus 4, and your CTs are getting ready to play the retake game here. Flash is over. They are going to execute here shortly. There goes the last 2. And pushing in, Lumberjack collects 1. Turtle tried to grab another, and he does. Lumberjack with the 2k now. So now Fruit Cup by himself tries to get in the window to take Turtle down. Not able to. That's a 2k for Turtle, a 2k for Lumberjack, and Energy takes a 3-round lead.
How Copy has been absolutely dominant with the retakes, as we've seen all game, and I'm, a little surprised, even with the man advantage, that they weren't able to really get in there. I think they kind of hustled into the site a little earlier than they should have. I saw one of their players kind of just run through a smoke and get killed uncontested, and it seemed like they were kind of running into the site for that retake one at a time, which is really not how that's not how you have a good retake. I mean, basically they just came out and got, killed, and then the next one ran out and got killed. And, even if you're all going to get melted at the same time, if you all peek, it's much better than trying to, win a 1v4 every time you enter the site.
As Energy Gaming, once again, round 10 underway, just lurking that long A, going for the 3-2 split. Nice nades there, taking down Sue. They're kind of learning what the counter-terrorists are doing on the rotate. Jimmy, last one left alive, gonna push the smoke, try and take down a terrorist, not able to. Lumberjack with a 2K, and that split is getting a little bit bigger now. 4-round difference, as Energy Gaming has 7, and your counter-terrorist team of How Copy only have 3.
The nades that Energy Gaming threw that round into the smoke was definitely the right answer. Not the right answer, but it's a good addition to using that smoke. As I said, it's really easy to lurk in that smoke. So if you're not going to throw the deep one that goes into CT, throwing nades in there to not only dissuade CTs who maybe haven't gone in yet, but it also just does tons of damage to players that are already lurking in there, and they picked up a kill because of it. And as you said, the CTs of How Copy are starting to get a little bit predictable now. So, they're going to have to mix it up any way they can. But, although they have been predictable, I kind of stand by all of their decision making for the most part, except for that retake, not the last round, but the round before it. I mean, if someone throws that smoke and they're giving me an opportunity to lurk in it, I'm going to try to lurk in it. So I like where their head's at. It just didn't work out for them that time.
Trades happening across the board. It is now a 3 versus 3 Lumberjack on the lurk here. He's going to see the head, going to spray, connect at the end of that shot. Both CTs left alive are trying to get up and stack, and wow, they make that shot happen. One player goes down. Now we only have Fruit Cuff left alive. 1 versus 2 clutch, tries the jump shot, cannot connect there, and he's got a silenced M4, and I don't know if he's really going to try and commit to this. At this point, you need to you need to be able to get every round you can. You need to salvage this half here. You're bleeding rounds, and you need to kind of go for this. Time is ticking down. He does have a kit, so he's got to get a kill here, and he's got to get it fast. Gonna go get up the ramp. Asani's right in his face, and he takes him down. So Energy Gaming grabs another round. Score is 8-3.
Brew Cup is particularly dangerous with that silenced M4. We've seen him pick up multiple frags and a 1v1 with it before. If he was able to pick up that kill on, I believe it was MXJ, who he dinked on long, a very tight angle, nice shot that he hit. If he was able to pick up that kill, it was, slightly different round, but no such luck. And one thing I want to point out, looks like there might be a long engage right now.
And they are committed to it here. The stack is at long. Fruit Cup is in the pit, rocking that CC75, trying to make some magic happen. Not able to. MXJ with the 2 kill. Sitting there in the smoke, last player. It's your boy Sue, a false victim. 6-round difference here as Energy is up 9-3.
So what I was going to point out was that, Energy has picked up a bunch of rounds in a row. They have a ton of money in the bank, but they still aren't opting to buy any scoped guns, whereas the CTs are, and for the most part, they've been pretty ineffective with their scopes. I think they've just instantly lost them every time they bought them, and that does a significant damage to your economy. Energy Gaming is much more willing to stay within their comfort zone, work off of each other, trade off of each other, and just get, down and dirty with the rifles.
Yes, going for it completely here. This is round 13, and we are waiting to see what the terrorists are going to do. Energy Gaming not really playing that long lurk extremely hard here, and the only time they don't do that is when they're basically setting up for that mid to B bomb and another player upper B. Looks like they're going to go for it here. Maybe make a little noise on catwalk, see if they can pull the rotate. They got the pick mid. The smokes should be coming over the wall here shortly, and committing to the B take, and no, actually working their way back out mid into the CT stack here, and this might be a little ill-advised later.
Yeah, definitely. They are about to peek into an op, which is absolutely not advantageous, but I do like that they're kind of keeping their feelers out there. The CTs, who have not heard anything a little bit, are already starting to rotate out of position, and if they go now, they can take the A bomb site just like that. The 2-man who had that off is already in CT spawn, going the wrong way.
Now, big rotate here from the CTs, trying to commit back. It's your boy Sue. Makes a nice shot through the wall there, and MXJ is now going to get a prime shot here on 2 players. Gets one. Jimmy still hiding at the elevator, and Sneaky is going to peek out. Now both CTs are committed to the CT spawn ramp area. They're going to be working their way up, and one falls victim right there. So now we have Lumberjack and MXJ. MXJ's got the 2 kill, and Lumberjack gets his kill, and MXJ cleans up Sneaky at the end of the round for the big 3K. Energy Gaming commanding lead here, 10-3.
I would say, I guess I have to agree that a 10-3 score thus far is a commanding lead, but so many of the rounds have been straight up, toss-up rounds. I think they've picked up 2 of the 4 1v1s we saw. That round came down to a difference of, 30 grand total HP. The 1v2 that Fruit Cup had the round before came down to 70 HP. So they're winning the rounds, but not by a large margin. And I think that, while it does look good now, it might come back to bite them in the second half, but we're just going to have to wait and see.
That pre-fire from It's Your Boy Sue almost collected Lumberjack's face, but Lumberjack was able to sidestep out and avoid the headshot. Pushing now, bomb planted in the B bomb site. Only 2 CTs left alive. Let's snap over to their perspective. That's Sneaky and Aid trying to work with no guns, no armor. Well, there's a CZ-75 there, but no armor, no kit here, no utility nades, and they're playing a retake against guys with armor and guns. It's going to be a hard battle to win here at this point. They need to do everything they can to try and win these rounds because they don't have much left. We are in round 14, only 1 left in this half, and they need to salvage what they can on this CT side. Picking up a 4th round would be gigantic for them, and they're not going to be able to do it this time. So final round incoming of the half, they need to come up with something big here.
Definitely. I mean, that was another round where, obviously it wasn't in their favor. I mean, I definitely don't think that was a round that How Copy should have picked up or really even could have picked up. But having Aid and his teammates stay outside the door and have one of them get picked and the other one just kind of not doing anything about it doesn't really that's never going to amount to anything. I mean, it's not like they were realistically had a high chance of winning anyway, but it's dramatically lower if you just try to force individual 1vx situations. So, I mean, they could be slightly demoralized now, or, ecos are ecos, but, really they're going to have to start tightening up their communication and their executions as a team if they want to kind of pick up those, the difference-making rounds.
Definitely. Here comes the push out along A, directly into Lumberjack's pistol, who takes down Aid. They're going to get their way into long now. Hard CT rotate here. This is going to be a 2 versus 4. So once again, a big clutch here. And do you commit to long later?
Well, Energy Gaming doesn't know that they're being flanked, or maybe they haven't. Maybe I was completely wrong. Maybe they had a very good idea that they were getting flanked because they were able to smartly get out. I'd say, they might as well go long because they're going to get pinched long anyway, but they've kind of created their own out and have now spread out the CTs. If they can pick up another pick and roll off of that, this is a very winnable round for them, but they're running out of time. Only 40 seconds on the clock.
At this point, they are going to need to commit to a bomb site here, and it looks like they're going to commit to long A, and that might be the correct spot as they're going to work their way down through long. Only going to be 1 CT there. It's called. Here comes the rotate. Now a 2 versus 2. Very winnable. Not much time left on the scoreboard, though, so they need to get this bomb down fast and play the retake very, very well and not get taken. Fruit Cup almost in a position there to get a nice shot off on Lumberjack, who's very low. Both players on the ramp. This is going to be tough here. It's Your Boy Sue is going to peek up. He gets taken down. 2 versus 1. Now a 1 versus 1 Fruit Cup, who's clutched at least twice now, I believe, is able to clutch again, taking down Lumberjack. And I do believe that is going to be Lumberjack's second 1v1 he was not able to bring home. So a 4th all-important round for your counter-terrorist team as we go into half.
Well, he has, blown a few of the 1v1 situations. The fact that he's, dropping 20 kills in the 8 deaths, I think shows that, he's making up the difference elsewhere. But, this is, once again, as I said, the score doesn't necessarily indicate how close all of the individual rounds are. And while How Copy wasn't able to capitalize on a lot of them in the first half, I think it's something that a terrorist-sided team definitely could pick up.
And they're going to completely commit. Now, they have to go all out right here. This pistol round is going to be so important for them. Turtle doing what he can for his team. It's going to be a 3-2 split for A. 2 up the catwalk. 3 are going to go long. 1 is already down long. A second one is down catwalk now. And the trades are coming. Sneaky finally gets 1 for his team. Sneaky gets 2 for his team before he gets traded. And Jimmy and Fruit Cup left alive. 2 versus 2. Asani and Lumberjack forced into the 2 versus 2 here. Bomb's going to be planted at the A bomb site. Let's take a peek. Oh, both CTs are actually going to be going long, so one terrorist going to meet them directly in the face right there. That is going to be Asani. First one out. Fruit Cup very low. He goes down. Actually, no, he does not. He gets the kill on Asani. Now we have a 1 versus 1. That's Jimmy and Lumberjack going to go at it. Lumberjack is forced into so many 1 versus 1s here to clutch the game. And he's right on top of the bomb. Jumps over. Can't take Jimmy down. 2K for Jimmy. Also a 2K for Sneaky and a 2K for Lumberjack. First round pistol goes to your terrorist team of How Not. Or How Copy, excuse me. Wow.
I like how, even though they weren't able to pick up the round, Energy was clearly communicating and decided that they could definitely catch a terrorist off guard if they went long. And, it was unfortunate for them that the terrorist that was there hit a nice shot and was able to take down the first player. But, well, there's a B-rush going on, and it's coming fast.
One player already down. That CZ75 paying dividends there. Aid, I believe, got that while partially blind, and he does. Turtle gets 1, and he's not traded out yet, but he's down to 6 HP, so it's going to be a 3 versus 3. There's 1 gun in CT hands. That is a picked up Galil. I believe it was dropped off Jimmy. Fruit Cup's down also, so here comes the retake. There's going to be 2 CTs in the tunnels. They're going to be trying to work their way out. Getting a little damage on a boy named Sue, or it's your boy Sue, and he gets a kill on Lumberjack. 1 left alive. Sneaky is able to collect both of them with that MP7. That's Mori and Turtle who fall at the end of that, and it's not so spread apart now. 11-6, and there's a little bit of life left in How Copy.
Definitely, and they do still have the firepower advantage. I mean, they held on to 2 Galils from the last round. I assume they're going to be buying up other guns to support it. Yeah, I see an AK on Sneaky and an MP7 on Jimmy, which, isn't ideal, not terrible. It's better than nothing, but, buying SMGs is, in my mind, a recipe to get ecoed.
Definitely going to be a little bit harder of a battle for them. Here comes your terrorist working up that 3-2 split. Once again, it's your boy Sue. Grabs 2. Asani on the trade before Fruit Cup takes him down. So now only 2 CTs left alive. They're going to be trying to flank A as fast as they can. One player is going to be on the lurk on catwalk. That's going to be Sneaky. Can he grab these kills? He falls off after he makes the call. CTs are going to rotate out. But the call should happen from one of the players in CT spawn, though, that they're not committing to cat anymore, that they've left. And they're just going to set up on lurks, trying to get exit kills, which is the right play here. Force as many rebuys as possible here, because there's a possibility that Aid and Sue might not be upgrading from Galil's, and if you could get Sneaky to drop that AK, that would be preferable. And the exit is actually going along A, so it's going to put in the position of Lumberjack. No one goes to the house, though. They all just stay at doors. He's going to peek out. Fruit Cup waiting, takes him down. Score is 11-7, and on to the buy rounds.
Yeah, I like where Lumberjack's head was at again that round, but really, I mean, I'm surprised he wouldn't be pushed up a little farther in the long double doors. I mean, the long area or the pit area is a known safety spot from the bomb, so he must have assumed that no one was going to exit. Well, I mean, look, if I don't know where the CTs are, the last thing I'm going to do is run to a place where I have no idea where they are, especially when I don't even have to escape the bomb. But still, I like that he was working for ecos, and, it didn't work out for him that time, but, down the line it might.
Did I lose you right there at the end?
I don't know. Did you?
I hope not. I think it cut out at the end. It sounded like you were saying line. Was it line that you were saying?
I I don't know, but whatever. I'm back now, right?
Yes, we're good
Okay.
now. Round at 19 underway. Energy Gaming is still with the lead currently. 7 rounds for the terrorist team, though, after I would say a disappointing first half for them, which was on CT side. Now the switch bomb is going to be worked into the B bomb site and planted. It's a 4 versus 3. Mori, Asani, and Lumberjack for your CTs trying to get the retake. Lumberjack very low here. He's down to 14 HP. Sneaky's low now too, but he did finally get the kill on Mori. Asani goes down, and Lumberjack, last one left alive, tries to clutch 1v4, gets pushed and falls victim at the end to a headshot. And that is going to be 8 rounds now for your terrorist team of How Copy to the 11 from Energy Gaming.
That was a very fast gun round, and at this point, the CTs are going to be saving. Their economy is, not in any condition to have them buy up again. They're looking like they can turn this into a bit of a comeback. And like I was saying before, the game wasn't that far away, despite what the score showed. It was just that a lot of the rounds were not going towards Al Copy's way, and if they can continue to string these gun rounds together, or make sure they don't get ecoed, like they might be on track to do, they can definitely bring this back.
It is a winnable round for them, for sure. See if they commit to it. Oh, Jimmy's so close. Finally, Turtle collects his face, and Mori gets another one there. That is Aid who goes down at the end. So Sneaky and Fruit Cup in a 2 versus 3. Mori has a pistol. Turtle's got a pistol. Lumberjack also, now Turtle's got a gun, as Sneaky is able to peek out of long with the AK, and Lumberjack with a nice kill there on Fruit Cup. So now we have Sneaky 1 versus 2. He's only against one gun now as he picks up the kill on Lumberjack, and he gets the 2 headshots. That's a 3K for him. Fruit Cup gets the 2. And it is so close now. 9 rounds for your terrorist team of How Copy to Energy's 11.
That round was dangerously close to going Energy Gaming's way, and it was really. I mean, I don't want to place blame here, but I mean, Sue kind of ran through the double. I believe it was Sue. I might just be wrong, but he went through the double doors without any support. Maybe he flashed himself, but he didn't have any kind of trade support, and that kind of set off a domino effect. He died alone. He gave up his gun, and then next thing you knew, it was a 4-on-5. The CTs were able to kind of use that momentum to string some more frags in their favor. And, it's just a very slippery slope by making that one very or too assertive play. It's just, a little too gutsy, and he didn't have the support for it. So, I mean, he kind of got lucky that Sneaky bailed him out with some nice shooting with the AK.
Into round 21 now. Your terrorist team is all collected in mid here, except for the bomb, sitting back just a little bit, waiting to see if his team is able to get a pick from either side. I'm assuming they're just going to play a pick and roll here. Your bomb should be watching for a long A push, though, after you figure out which site you're going to go to. And smoke's coming. Looks like they're a little close to catwalk here. Maybe going out mid. MXJ is all over that, and he's going to re-peek like 3 times, which is dangerous, knowing that there was an op in his face shooting from Xbox, and they're going out mid. It's going to be a wrap to B as the smoke drops. MXJ not quick enough to react to Sue, who collects his face as he was sitting at the box right there. Oh, if you can get this kill, Lumberjack, that is bomb down. Now he's got to protect himself from behind as he's getting pushed here. And goes for a peek, gets one. Sue is able to get the kill at the end of that there. And Jimmy with a nice op shot right there in mid on the hard lurk prevents it. Another CT from getting down on the inside of them, working up through mid. And now we are on to a 2 versus 2. Peeking the doors is going to be Mori, and Asani falls victim to Sue right there. Sue gets another one, almost an ace for him if Jimmy was not able to get that kill. And Sue picks up the 4, and we are 1 round away from being tied.
One thing that we've seen, a lot during the game, and one thing that has been pretty integral with all of the, 1v1s and 2v2s that have come down is that the retaking team almost never has had the proper amount of grenades to, heat grenades, smoke grenades, flash grenades, what have you, to put together the retake. And I don't know if they're, like not buying them, or, I assume this round the CTs aren't in great condition to be buying them. But when they can afford them, they should be buying nades. Or I don't know if they're just dumping them too early and too ineffectively. I'll have to keep my eye on it because really we've seen multiple retakes where just no nades have been thrown except from the defending team, or even though the defending team is throwing nades, they aren't even using their nades all that effectively. They're just kind of using a smoke and looking to frag. I mean, that's just a lot of wasted flash potential.
Definitely using those at the correct time is huge for your team. Lumberjack in a nice spot, hasn't played it yet, able to get one kill, sneaky on the trade before MXJ wraps him up, and now it's going to be a 4 versus 3. Aid just has a feeling somebody's at long, and he is 100% correct. Close to pit, working out of it now, just sitting on house, trying to prevent lots of noise going catwalk, and it should collect or rotate here. Turtle should call that, and it should force him to drop into CT spawn. And he's not quite going for it yet. Actually, the player on catwalk making a lot of noise, not really committing to it. And here they go. They have taken the A bomb site. Bomb very late here. Aid coming up very slow, trying to get in there, trying to get the plant. He's right in the face of Asani. If Asani would have been able to get that headshot, that would have been huge for their team. Turtle up into the smoke. He's going to try and make something happen. Gets sprayed down from his tracers. This nade could do a ton of damage. Does almost nothing, actually. Asani at long goes down. Now it's a 2 versus 3. They know both players are on catwalk. All they have to do is just spam that corner and wait for the players to come out. Turtle peeks out, gets 1 versus 2. Jimmy and Fruit Cup trying to clutch against Turtle, or well, Turtle trying to clutch against 2. He's just going to run away and save. And the terrorist team of How Copy are actually going to tie this game up, 11-11.
I can't really say I'm surprised. They're just starting to put together the important rounds, and they're also starting to hit the important shots when they're taking the site. I mean, Jimmy opened up the A bomb site with a really nice running AK shot across CAD, and once you get that opening, it's it's basically yours. And I mean, they did a decent job of defending the site that round. It was kind of bothering me a little bit, kind of seeing how peaky they were getting, especially when it was down to like the 2v1. It seems like they're kind of letting their frag hungriness kind of stand in the way of their long-term decision making, and just in general, their long-term longevity. I guess they're getting very peaky. I mean, they knew the guy was Cat, and they had 3 players in various positions on the site. The guy who's in the middle of the site doesn't need to run around those boxes and kind of try to crouch jiggle peek the Cat guy. I mean, that's just unnecessary. And it would be cool if he hit that shot because you'll look good, but it's just not a great team play. But they have had a great team play this round. As Sue has gotten all the way through window on the side, although it is an eco on the CTs.
CTs are eco, as you said. The terrorist team looks poised to get a 12th round in their favor and actually take the lead for the first time. Actually, no, never mind. They did. They started with the lead.
They're on track to take. Oh, I'm sorry.
They started with the lead, did they not? Yes, they did. I believe they took first round, and then after that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it was Energy Game.
Yeah,
won
Energy
pistol.
took.
Yeah, this will be their first lead, I think, of the game.
Oh, out of position is Mori, who dies at the end after the B bomb plant. So that's 12 rounds for your terrorist team. And at this point, if you're Energy, where do you go from here?
I mean, they have the funds to be buying. They've been taking the fight to How Copy pretty much every round. I mean, what I want to see, the ways they can kind of end this streak that How Copy is on, is they need to not get picked by Jimmy right off the top. No, they need to use their nades effectively, and honestly just hit their shots. I mean, they're kind of getting bullied around by How Copy right now, and How Copy has no problem running wherever they want to.
I don't like the rotates from Energy Gaming. They're a little bit slow. That smoke from CT spawn that's happened twice now, and they don't rotate the CT player. He's not trying to do anything. He just hides because the smoke is blocking him. And man, they really need to rotate better. But bomb is going to be planted in the B bomb site. It's a 2 versus 2 retake attempt here from Energy, and they have to get moving here. Only one player has a kit. There's an AWP and an M4 in their hands. They're going to try and make it through the smoke. One player's going to drop in. Turtle, you need to help your teammate, and he's not able to. Jimmy collects both of those kills. That's a 3K for him. Sue's got two for MXJ, and I do believe Asani, I think Asani only had one. But your terrorist team has a bigger lead now, 13-11, 2-round difference.
So that's 9 rounds in a row for How Copy. That's pretty impressive. And I do want to give Turtle some credit for having the right idea on that retake. I mean, he threw that high flash, and they ran right into the site off of it. Previously, Maury, I don't know if you caught it on, on your camera, but Maury just threw a flash into sight and then didn't peek off of it, which, not the end of the world. It's better to stay alive and anything, but it's a waste of $300 and a very good flash if you're just going to throw it and not peek on it. It just, hold on to it for a little longer. It's just an unnecessary throw, and it's an inefficient use of the nades. I'm not trying to, pick on any of the teams, but, those are the things that we come to expect from, main and P-level teams, and I'm pretty sure they've already qualified for main, so I want to see them pick up those kinds of, those habits.
Trying to push into the B-bomb site is going to be your How Copy team. They get 2 kills, bot their way into the bomb site. Fruit Cup through the smoke, takes down Lumberjack, and How Copy getting very aggressive here. Lots of peeks, not really worried about having to have a hard prevent on the retake, just trusting their shots, almost getting a little cocky here, and Fruit Cup makes another nice shot right there, and Aid cleans up and ends the round. 1 round away from locking down the guaranteed tie is your terrorist team of How Copy.
They're definitely feeling very confident right now. As you said, they were... it's one thing when I said before they were getting, pretty peaky during a retake, but now they've thrown caution to the wind. In their minds, they have this locked up. They can roam wherever, and Energy doesn't have an answer for them. So, gutsy. I respect it. So far, so good. Until Energy Gaming can really do anything about it, I guess I can't fault the strategy.
Here comes another push towards B. Bomb is there and spotted. Energy Gaming not pushing, not trying to get a rotate. 1 player already down. That is Lumberjack. And here comes Jimmy trying to rotate out with his teammate. Bomb through lower B, working back towards the middle, and they're trying to make something happen. That's MXJ, who can't connect with a shot. It is now going to be a 5 versus 2. Maury and Asani. Only 1 player left now. That is going to be Asani. He's going to catch some player on the rotate. No, he does not. He might get caught on the rotate here, as there's 1 player at Xbox. Apparently, he did not hear him. He collects 1. That's Jimmy, who goes down, and now we have Asani trying to get another, and he can't do it. Fruit Cup working very well there. Gets the 3K, and that is going to be 15 rounds for your terrorist team of How Copy.
I think this is it. Energy Gaming is going to be buying up. It is, for them, the potential last round, so they have no reason not to. But How Copy is just on a roll. They're clearly feeling it. They've won 11 rounds straight, all 11 rounds of this half. They've, won literally everywhere they've gone on the map. They're feeling it right now. I wonder if Sneaky saw that guy go to pit or get close.
I don't know. Lumberjack gets 1 to try and make this close here. And please, no spoilers, Jimmy. Don't give us any spoilers. You're already in the server.
Jimmy, please.
Yes. Anyways, execute out mid. MXJ is right there. Energy trying to hold on here. This is do or die for them. They got to pick up every round from here on out to force the overtime. They lose even 1. That is going to do it for them. Lumberjack does everything he can. Gets that kill there. Now we have Jimmy and Aid left alive. Bomb is going to be in B. Here comes the plant and the rotate from your CT team. They're rotating over. And Jimmy's in a good spot to get 1. Oh, gets the headshot with the auto sniper down into CT spawn. So now it's a 2 versus 2. We are going to be following from the T's perspectives here. And Aid is going to be watching window and door. Player's going to peek out. He is flashed. That is going to be Maury, who drops into the site. Can't get the kill there. 1 player left. Auto sniper. Jimmy gets him. Jimmy with the 3K. And that is going to do it. 16-11 in favor of How Copy. They move